Oh my gosh, would you look what I did? I harvested all my garlic, I let it sit and cure, and then I kind of forgot about it, and all of the leaves turned brown. And normally that's not a big deal because I will just chop them off, clean them up a little bit, and store them in like a mesh bag. But I wanted to braid some of my garlic this year, so we're going to find out if after I've let it go completely dry and crunchy, if we can still braid it. So the first thing that you want to do with your garlic is see how they're still kind of dirty from sitting in the field. Once you pull them out, you never want to clean them up. You want to cure them first. And so there's always like this small layer down at the bottom. And I like to just take that one off. And it's usually attached to just some really flimsy pieces around the garlic. And I'm going to get up closer here so you can see there's still a little bit of dirt on it, but it just easily wipes off. And then I'm going to take my clippers and I am going to just clip off the bottom of the roots so that it's nice and clean. On the next one here, again, I'm going to take off the bottom piece. Just going to clean up some of the loose dirt, clip off the bottom, and that one's ready. Now you also want to give your garlic a little bit of a squeeze just to make sure that it's firm. If it's mushy in any way, you either need to compost it or see if it's still in a good enough state where you can actually use it. So I'm going to clean up some of these garlics and then we'll come back and we will start to braid. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to crisscross the first two pieces like this. And then the center bulb is going to go slightly on top and in front of all of those. Now the piece on the right should be the crisscross that is on the very, very bottom. And what you're going to do is pull that up, wrap it around the first one and the second one, and pull it back through. And what that does is it creates a little knot and it holds all of these pieces together. Now, if this makes you nervous, you can also just tie it with the string, all three pieces, to get it going. Not a big deal. Then after we get that step done, we're going to take another piece, and it is then going to set in the center right on top. And it will go down the center with all the other stems. We're going to take our left-hand piece, and we're going to now make that the center. And this other one will get pushed off to the side. I'm going to take another piece of garlic, stick it onto the left, but its stem is going to join the center stem. Then we're going to take the right hand piece and cross that into the center, and that is now the center piece. And as you're getting going, it'll be a little sloppy until you get it all tightened up. That's all right. So now we've done that side, we need to do the right hand side, and this will go down the center. And we're starting all over. So this one, the left hand side, will cross now and become the center. And you'll notice your braid pieces will be starting to get thicker and thicker as you join more pieces in. It's now time to put another one in the center. And we will cross over the right hand side. We'll push that over. Next one, we will put off to the right hand side, but the stem will go down the center. And then we will pull the left over. So now we're just kind of essentially going back and forth and braiding, and you can kind of pull these down to snug it up as you go if you feel like it's getting a little sloppy. Next one again will be down the center. We'll take the left, cross it over, and that one becomes the center. This one will go off to the left down the center, and we'll take the right, cross it over, and this does get pretty thick as you're going in. Next one will be on the right, stem down the center, and we'll cross over the left hand. Turn it this way so you can kind of see better. The sun's coming up. Now we're back to the middle again. I'm going to take the left, cross it over. This one will go off to the left, stem down the center, and braiding over on the right. This neck is a little stiffer than the others. Sorry, there's a bee coming through. Off to the right, braid the left one over. And you can stop at any time, just depends on how long you want your braid to be. And this one will probably be my last one. I don't need my braids to be super big. So I've got the braid now in the center. And I'll take the left and bring it over. And at this point, you can tie this off with a cute little ribbon or a cute little piece of raffia bow. You can take this, and if you can really get it twisted, you can tie it in a knot. You can just continue to braid this just like you would a hair braid. And this does get really hard at the very end because you have a lot of thick stock. All right, well, there you have it. It is actually possible once the stems have dried out to still braid it. To be honest, I did a second one off of camera and a couple of the stalks snapped right here because they were so dry, but overall it wasn't bad. And I got one done. So I'm gonna hang this down in the basement. And I'm not gonna put any adornments on this because I'm not gonna display it in my kitchen. It's literally going to be down in the cellar. And my chicken is celebrating. Well, not because I got my garlic braid done because she laid an egg, but I'll take it. So hopefully you give this a try. It was kind of fun. I have braided before, but where I have actually used twine and tied it at the base instead of using the twisting method with the actual stalk. So that was a lot of fun to actually do it that way this time. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time.